Good morning, YouTube gang. It's MLB DFS coming to you live and direct. Here to give you my fave 5 plays for today's early game slates and the main slate. So feel free to smash that like button. Please subscribe. Also, if you don't mind, press that bell icon so get notified for future videos. Let's jump into it for today. My guy Jesse Winker went off with the great value play at 3.8 yesterday, and he's a great play today. But let's get into it at our pitcher in the early slate. So I want to go with Steven Strasburg, man. As you know, Scherzer went off yesterday, and that was a great sign for them. You know, going against San Diego again today. He's 10-5 in a good spot, 20 projection play for today, averaging 3.7 ERA. And he has about 29 strike rate and a 32.5 combined strike rate. All right, averaging around 11.1 strikes per 9 innings, around 19.3 fantasy points per game, and he's averaging 36 fantasy points at home versus San Diego. San Diego has a 35.7 strike rate batter versus pitcher. So I love this spot for Strasburg, in a great spot for today against San Diego. As you can see in the past 5 games against them, well, in the past 3, 20, 23, 47, and that 47 game was at home. So he's been struggling at home lately, but hopefully he can bounce back in a great play. He had 42 last game, and he can bounce back in this play today. So that's my guy for the early slate at pitcher. Let's go to first baseman. Now going to first baseman, all right, let's go down this list. Going back to CJ Cron, going against Baltimore in a great spot today against Riley. Now he balled out yesterday. All right, he's averaging 14.3 fantasy points in the past 3 games versus Baltimore. Has 12 fantasy points per game in 12 big favorable games. As you can see, he's a 5.5 implied in this play for today. He's averaging a .667 batting average against Riley. All right, 2.6 OPS, crushing him in 3 play appearances, 1 double, 1 home run with 2 RBIs. He has a 1.3 ISO, a 1.1 WOBA against him. Got to go with him today at 4,000 on DraftKings, and you're looking about 1,100 less on FanDuel. So it's a cheap price for CJ Cron in a great spot today. Let's go to my number 3rd spot at second baseman. All right, we're going to go back to this well with Michael Chavez, man. He's been doing damage recently. Had 2 home runs in the past 3 games, averaging around 17.3 fantasy points in the past 3 games. All right, averaging 2.7 fantasy points per play appearance against right-hand pitchers. Now, Tampa's bullpen averages allowing 1.9 fantasy points per play appearance against right-hand bats. And he's averaging 17.5 fantasy points in 2 high-scoring games. They're looking about a 4.7 implied total today for them. And the wind's blowing center at 15 miles per hour today in their favor. So Boston's in a great spot with a good stack against Tampa today. You definitely want to check them out. As you can see, going against Morton, but he got a 1.1 OPS against right-hand pitchers. Definitely want to take a look at him. All right, let's go to the next spot. Sorry about that. Let's go to the next spot at shortstop, number 4 spot. Gotta go with Francisco Lindor, man, in a great position. 4,100, 8.6 projection today, but Peacock does well against him in the past 4 play appearances. So we gotta watch out for that, but I definitely want to stack up Cleveland in this spot for today. Houston's bullpen's allowing an average 2.1 fantasy points per plate appearance versus switch batters. He's averaging 2.2 fantasy points versus right-hand pitchers, averaging 13.2 fantasy points per game in 19 high-scoring games. Definitely want to target Cleveland. All right, he had 2 home runs last night at Houston, so you're looking at Minute Maid Park. He is dominating at Minute Maid Park, as you see last night. But Peacock's allowing an average 2.1 fantasy points per play appearance against left-hand bats, even though he was 0 for 4 against them last time. All right, hopefully he can bounce back in this play. As you can see, he does worse against switch hitters. And Lindor should do work. As you can see, 30 last game, 17-14 in the past 5 games against Houston. All right, so hope he can bounce back in this play. All right, so let's go to my last spot at outfielder. All right, now let's get some savings, y'all. Definitely want to target Eddie Rosario, but looking at 5'6", it's real expensive, knowing that he is dominating straightly at 3 play appearances with 2 home runs. He's one of those guys that you definitely want to target in his play. If you cannot fit him, I totally understand, but I definitely have him as one of my guys in my player pool. But you want to get some savings. Let's go down this list. You got Jesse Winker, like I said again, 110%. All right, like 110%, y'all. He is going to dominate. 1.2 OPS against left-hand bats. He should dominate in this play. As you can see in the past 5 games, 23, 21, 14 in the past 3 against the Cardinals. He had 23 last game. He should do damage in this spot. At 3,800 is a steal. Or you go down to like Leonard Martin. He's 3 for 9 going against Houston. All right, like I said, with Peacock, he's a 333 batting average against him. 1 home run, 2 singles in a great spot, averaging 10 fantasy points in 14 away games. He's averaging 11.7 fantasy points per game in 3 underdog games, averaging 15 fantasy points in the past 2 games at Houston. Like I said, great spot. He's Peacock is giving up a 232 ISO, a 355 WOBA against left-hand bats. So this is a great spot to target these great value plays. At 3,800 is a steal price. All right, you even go down to like a Carlos Gonzalez at 3,500 in a good spot as well. But yo, if you like my plays from my early slate, give it a thumbs up. Any questions or concerns with your lineup on the early slate, comment below. All right, let's jump into the main slate. All right, y'all, let's get into this main slate. Got the 7-game main slate. Let's jump into it. Going to our pitcher, and definitely want to look at, for cheap price, John Gray at 8,500. Projected to get around 14.7 projection. Going against Atlanta today. As you can see, against Atlanta, got a 175 batting average against the Braves. And love this spot for him today. He's been in the perfect lineup 3 games straight. He's averaging 25 fantasy points in the past 3 games at ATL, around a 0.48 ISO, 228 WOBA against Gray, a 31.4 strike rate against him. So I love this spot for Gray. As you can see, check him out last 3 games against ATL, and all those games were away. So, at ATL. So definitely want to look at Gray in this spot. He had 25 last game. You know, he's been 20, 25 in the past 5 games. Love the spot at a cheap spot. He should definitely be a low-owned play. A lot of people definitely going to be looking like Kershaw. Even like Noah Syndergaard is in a great position today against Milwaukee. So, but I love John Gray today. Now, let's go to our first baseman. All right, now I want to go to Ryan Healy. I was targeting the Chicago White Sox and Detroit, but that's going to be postponed for today. So definitely keep that in mind. All right, now I wanted to go to Ryan Healy today, going against Texas. All right, he had 25 fantasy points 2 games ago versus them at home. Now he's averaging 400 batting average against Minor. As you can see, 1 home run, 1 RBI. He had 800 ISO, a 652 WOBA. He had 3 home runs in the past 20 games, 14 RBIs in 20 games. Love this guy. He should be on the road for today. He had 25 last game, like I stated, against the Rangers. Love the spot at 4,200, 800 less on FanDuel. Just a great spot in general against Minor, against lefties. So love this spot, plugging them in. Now let's go to my second baseman. Second baseman going to Robinson Cano, man. Going against Milwaukee. Love this spot as a 50% advantage play for him against Woodruff. Woodruff, he allows an average 2.2 fantasy points per plate appearance against left-hand bats. Then Robinson is averaging 11.5 fantasy points in the past 2 games. He had 12 fantasy points last night versus Milwaukee. So going to go again with him today. As you can see, 12, 8, 17 in the past 5 games. He's been on the roll at 4,000. I'm going to take him. 3,800 on FanDuel. Just a good spot in general against Woodruff. All right. Now let's go to outfielder. I'm gonna give you 2 plays in outfielder that I love. All right, want to go to number 4 spot, Cole Calhoun, man, going against Kansas City. Love this spot at 4,200, an 8.6 projection play, 800 less on FanDuel. He's doing well, y'all. He had 3 home runs in the past 3 games. Been on fire, y'all. 21 fantasy points at Kansas City last night. Going against Lopez, he allows an average 2.2 fantasy points per play appearance against left-hand bats, around 363 WOBA, 232 ISO against left-hand bats. Calhoun's on fire, so I'm going to plug him back in. As you can see, 21, 20, 18 in the past 3 games, 21 last night, like I stated. Love the spot to keep it moving for Cole Calhoun tonight. And going to my last player, number 5. Let's go to David Peralta, man. Going against the Cubs, 24%. 24% advantage play. He had a 1.3 OPS against Darvish, a 429 batting average, 3 for 7, 2 singles, 1 home run against Darvish. I love this play for him. A 600 batting average, 1 stolen bases, 2 RBIs, 600 ISOs, a 745 WOBA. At Chase Field is more of a batter-friendly park in his favor, so love this spot for him. And they probably gonna close the dome in this game tonight, so that's definitely gonna help out with this play. So love this spot for him. He had 12, 14 in the past 2 games against the Cubs, 12, 16, 21 in the past 5 games recently. He's on fire at 4,600 is a great price to tag. 8.5 projection play, 700 less on FanDuel. So I'm going with this spot tonight. All right, so Arizona Bats is definitely a great play today. Also go with Seattle Bats today. It's awesome. I even like Mitch Haniger, but 47%, 5 for 11 against Texas. Like I said, against Minor. But you get access to my plays on Draft Dashboard Tools. In the link in my description, you have access to my early slate and my main slate for today. All right, you like my plays? Feel free to give them thumbs up. Like the video, please subscribe, also share the video. Check out my Twitter at Melarama for any updates, or just me just having a good time on Twitter. I'd like to let you know about my plays. We've been going off with just my player pool. Players that's been hitting home runs left and right. So I'd like to talk to y'all. Any questions with your line, feel free to comment below. Also hit me up on Twitter. I like talking to y'all, man, and we can help put our ideas to one to also collect that bag. All right, check out my tools, check out my player pool. All you have to do once you sign up, click on the menu bar, go to the watch players in your custom player pool. You'll see MLB DFS picks up top. That's the only way you're gonna see my plays if you click on the link. All right, so click a link, sign up. It's only $1 for 30 days. You can do a lot for $1, so why not cash? All right, sorry for the long video. Wanted to give you my fave 5 for both slates because this is gonna be a great day. Y'all have a great weekend, y'all. It's MLB DFS. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see y'all in the next video.